Welcome back, students. Today, in our class, during this class, we will study about power. What the power is. Before we start this last topic of this chapter. Let's revise few topics. Let's see what we have done. We have studied from the work. We have discussed about the amount of work done. Then we have studied about the types of the energies. And after discussing types of the energies, we have done derivations for formula for kinetic energy. Then we have done derivation for potential energy formula. And then we have seen discuss in detail what is the law of conservation of energy when one form of energy is converted into another form of energy, how the amount of energy remains the conserved. So these were our topics. This is the sixth class for this chapter, just to understand what the power is. So here it is. This is the definition of the power. The time, the rate of doing work is called power. Work done per unit time. This is also the simplest way to explain the define. It is a scalar quantity. It's denoted by P. How it is denoted? It is denoted by P. So what are the main points for the power? First to define work done per unit time or rate of doing the work, that is called power. It's a it's a scalar quantity. It's denoted by P. So let's start with the next steps which we already follow, and that are the formula. Formula is, if you look at this formula, this clearly shows that statement, depending on the statement we have explained, this is the amount of work done and this is the amount of work done per unit time. That is basically power. The unit of work is basically joule. Unit of work is joule, and the unit of time is second. If you say amount of work done is basically energy, but we have done during the last classes, means energy consumed per unit time, that is power. Power P, work W, and time taken T. So power is equal to time, energy consumed per unit time, amount of energy consumed. That is, in other side, you can also explain that it is the amount of work done per unit time, or it's the rate of doing work. So these are the examples. So it's work using a energy. Everyday examples of power. Energy is consumed by the bulb. It has some power. Horse, a person running using some amount of energy per unit time, doing work per unit time. That is the power. And same is the case of the car running. So here are the examples. If you look metric horsepower, 1 horsepower is equal to 735.5 watts. What it is done, it is used to lift any object of mass 75 kg up to a 1 meter in 1 second. Then you are asked to calculate the amount of work done. Then you can calculate work done per unit time. You are climbing up to the stairs, and you are asked to calculate the amount of power consumed. Then it is amount of work done per unit time. You will calculate the amount of work done when a person is ascending on the stair, and you have to calculate amount of work done. It will be in the form of potential energy, and how much time it will take. You will put the value of the time in the formula. At the end, you will be able to calculate the amount of work done. And this is another example. Mass of the car is 1500 kgs. It moves with a certain velocity, and then you are asked to calculate the amount of work done. Then you will calculate by using this formula to calculate the amount of work done. This is the ratio between the two, calculate angle. So by using this example, you can also calculate the power consumed by the car. So short conclusion, a push or a pull, that is force, work done over a period of time. You have to match in the column. This is your assignment to do. And with this assignment, I hope you people have understood the concept of the force, energy, work, and power. So assignment and to do work, to think. This is one assignment. What is power? Rate of doing work. This was the definition. What's the formula used to calculate work done? You will use the formula to calculate work done. To solve the nuclear problem, numerical problem, to solve the slide number 7 and 8, to demonstrate power in your daily life. You have to demonstrate power in your daily life. So before we end up, let's see the main topics for today, and that is power. We have discussed power in detail. What the power is, basically it is the amount of work done per unit time, and then you have written the formula to calculate the amount of work done, that is P is equal to, this one was the formula, this one is the definition of the power, and then we have said that this power is basically a scalar quantity. It is written with P, and then you proceeded for the mathematical formula, and it is power is equal to work done per unit time. P for power, W for work done, and T time taken. You write on the formula to calculate the power, that is energy consumed per unit time, and then you have considered different examples where power is consumed, where some amount of work is done per unit time, that amount of work done per unit time. These are the different examples. This is the verb. It is consuming some amount of energy with the time, and this is the horse. It moves. It is also she is also converting, using, consuming some doing some amount of work by running during a time. A person is running on the ground. He or she is also doing some work per unit time. So this is another example of doing work on time during a unit time, that is car. These examples show that how and where the some amount of work is done per unit time. And this is the concept of work done per unit time, which is called power. Unit of power is joule per second. Power is a scalar quantity. If you write on the formula, look back in this one. This one is a unit of energy. Energy unit is joule. Time is second. If anyone asks you what's the unit of power, the unit of power will be joule per second. And in one case, it is equal to watt. And if anybody asks you how will you define 1 watt, it is basically if 1 joule amount of energy is consumed by an electrical appliance in 1 second, the power will be 1 watt. Look in your house or homes, you use watt terms for different types of electrical appliances. What does it mean? It means how much amount of energy is electrical energy is consumed in 1 second. So that's the power watt unit used. So this is the concept of power in case of electrical energy. So this was the case when you have studied about different examples where the work is done per unit time or the power is consumed. So here is another example of the horse where the horse is lifting any object up to a certain height in certain interval of time. And basically he is consuming power. This horse is consuming power. This is the uh, problem solving technique, how to solve the problem, work done per unit time. 1 horsepower is equal to 735.5 watt. You need these types of subunits to convert one physical quantity into another physical quantity to understand. So this was another example when a person is ascending or descending at the same time. He is doing some work, and that type of work is done in the form of potential energy. And for work done per unit time, potential energy or the work done per unit time, basically this is the concept to calculate power, and power is calculated by using this formula. So another example is if a car is moving on a slide, uh, mass and velocity and all these objects involved to do work, basically n is this one formula. Some amount of work is done per unit time. This shows that this is the power technique to calculate the power by using different techniques. So this was our last quiz at the conclusion. You have to match force with its definition, energy with definition, power with this definition, and then you will come to know which one is correct and which one is not incorrect, and it will help you to understand, to finalize your concept for the car. And you have to solve, this is the assignment given to you people. uh, That is, what is power? You have to write down the definition of the power. You have to solve the problem from the exercise which are related to power, and then you will demonstrate power in your life, and you will see what's the concept used in your life. So with this, I thank you all for your patience. Hope you people have understood today's topic, and with this our chapter ends. Thank you very much for your attention. And during the next class, we will go for a test and get ready for the test, please.